Hey, what is going on, guys? Hex coming back and today with a brand new video. And as always, down in the title below, the topic we're talking about today. And the big announcement first off is I will be reviewing Bungou Stray Dogs, obviously season 2 for this fall. So I'm currently watching season 1. So if you guys haven't started, definitely start watching season 1 because that's going to be one of the shows for season 2. And I really had to remake this video simply because I didn't really grasp what this show was trying to do for me. I didn't know, and I just kind of realized, is this the epilogue? I wonder if this is just the epilogue. This was on like episode 7, I believe, because I think I'm 8 now, or is it 6? And it was 7, and I see the ending credits for this episode, and I was like, okay, so this must be the epilogue. This show really must just be in the epilogue for like the first 7, episodes, and that makes sense because it kind of repeated itself. Each episode kind of had its theme. Here's a case, let's try to solve it. Let's throw in a few characters here and there, and yeah, and the cases only lasted an individual episode, which left it being very fast-paced, and that's kind of an issue in itself, and only because there's not that much action. When it does do action, the action sequences are very nice. I really enjoy them. I wish the fights lasted for longer than, 30 seconds even sometimes. There was literally this fight that lasted 30 seconds. And I'm wondering, I was like, okay, so if this is an epilogue, then it's going to get a bye because it's only the epilogue. And obviously they greenlit 2 seasons before the first season even came out. So, I mean, obviously, there's probably some material there that they're like, hey, this is going to be good once we get it going. And they're probably relying heavily on season 2, which I heard the ending of season 1's nice, very good. So, yeah, season 2 may be where they're hoping to make that profit. Now, after finding out that the first 7 episodes were just epilogue, I was a lot more satisfied knowing that, because the first 3 episodes feel as if they're setting up something good that's really interesting you want to know more about, but then it just kind of repeats episode 3. Here's a challenge, let's try to overcome it, and it only lasts an individual episode once again. So I was really worried about the fast pacing and character development, characterization, and even learning about backgrounds, because you can't really have characterization without learning a little bit about someone. And all we know is Daizai comes from ex-mafia, which I'm sorry if I spoiled you. That's what his old job was, but we know nothing why he switched to the detective agency. And Kinekuda is someone that we're actually learning about. We're getting, I don't know, a characterization more than anything. We're learning about him, but we're not getting development, him and his ideals. And we find out a lot of his ideals are actually in his book. Whatever is in his book is what he feels, and is at the same time how we can learn about him. But other than that, Kinekuda is really the only one that's getting this characterization. This I don't know. He's becoming one person that we should care about. I'm sure he's most people's favorite character so far because, he's the only one we should generally care about. But Atsushi, our main character, is very significant in the story, and he hasn't got his time to shine besides one time, which wasn't really his time to shine when he loses control of his power. But other than that, the main character hasn't really felt like the main character, so to speak, in a sense. He has, but lately, the second half of the epilogue in the first 8 episodes, it's been really Kunekita, and I think that's for a good reason because he's one of the main 3 characters. So I mean, it's better to get one of the main cast done rather than none, because all we know about the main character in this anime is he's from an orphanage. He's kicked out of his orphanage for reasons you guys will find once you watch it, and he's just kind of there at the time. And I'm really hoping this really does pick up after knowing this is epilogue, because usually it has an ending and opening. Obviously, we know a show has an opening, then it has an ending. This one just had credits for the episode I'm on, so I take it that was the epilogue. It kind of felt like an epilogue to me. I don't even know how to cut on. It's just kind of like, is this just like epilogue? It feels like it's just trying to introduce us to the story. And I guess after watching a show like ReZero, I should kind of understand why I don't feel like this was an epilogue at first, because let's just say ReZero's epilogue was absolutely amazing. Yes, amazing is probably the proper term. Magnifico. But other than that, I think the show will be getting better. I'm hoping to see something good in the next few episodes. I'll probably talk about them and have a part B of this video. But hey, on the end of the video here, just in case we have more to talk about when I come back. So we are back, and like I said, there may be something else I want to talk to you guys about. In the first episode, after I said that, it's giving me purpose now. It's giving me purpose to like this show and say, hey, I'm rooting for these characters now. And as we learned, there's a scene. We're not really sure who it was and what of, besides it being Atsushi. he's thinking. He's like, how can I save these people on a train car with this bomb about to detonate? I'm not gonna say what episode because I want you guys to kind of find out for yourselves when you watch the show. But he's thinking. It's like, okay, wait a minute. I just had a stupid idea, but I can't shake it. And he goes back to the flashback and it says, one who cannot protect people and or save lives. And he's probably referring to Atushi since he has power, and Atushi probably just didn't grasp the concept at the time. They don't deserve to live. If they can't do that, if they have the power to protect people, they don't deserve to live. And now we're finding Atushi's purpose for living now after he saves Kyoka from that bomb detonating. And that the main character has a purpose. That's the biggest thing right now. They have a purpose. We can root for them. We can watch them grow and drive and get stronger and protect people now. Thank God, episode 8. The episode just after the epilogue ends. Thank God. So, because like you guys will notice though, if you made it this far in the video, let me know in the comments after you guys watch the first 7 episodes. Let me know in the comments after you watch the first 7 episodes, and you get to episode 8. Just let me know if you just feel like the rift of the characters are starting to have purpose, like our main character specifically, and now we're looking for Daizai's purpose. That's the next character we need to know about. But just let me know if you guys think like you found a reason to care about the characters a little bit more. Because we found out that the woman, the doctor, I can't remember her doctor, is it like Seimano? I don't know what her name is. She actually is a doctor that cannot heal people unless they have lethal injuries and or are dead. So, the lemon dude that she's fighting states that the mind stays conscious for about 8 hours after death. So maybe she has like 8 hours to heal somebody and bring them back to life. If she doesn't, do it in 8 hours, then maybe they don't come back to life. But she can't heal. Like if you have a broken arm, broken legs, or both broken arms, both broken legs, a bunch of shattered ribs. If you're not dead and that won't kill you, then she can't heal you. She literally has to kill you in order to heal you. And I think that's freaking that's cool. I like what they did with that. That's one of the more unique powers I've seen. I'm not sure I've seen that before in anime, but it's probably somewhere. I guarantee it. But first time I've seen it, and I think that's freaking sweet. But yeah, this episode's definitely giving us more meaning, and I'll be back to you guys after I watch a few more episodes once again for Bungou Stray Dogs. And Bungou Stray Dogs does it again and keeps getting better and better with each passing episode, guys. I'm happy to see the characterization come more to the antagonist. The antagonist gets some characterization. At the same time, with the girl Kyoka, with a troublesome past, which is absolutely amazing. And I love what they're doing with her. It's something I've seen before, but I'm glad that they brought her onto her. Actually, I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to leave her right there. But I'm glad that they've done with her what I was hoping they'd do. There's one moment I thought she may die, but she didn't. I will spoil that. She didn't die. But Bungou Stray Dogs continues to get better and better and develop its characters and the characterization, not character development besides Kyoka. But outside of that, we have Atushi actually getting some character development, and he's learning he can become part of the agency and do what others do. But at the same time, the agency itself is really opening up to him. So even without this final episode, the final verdict for Bungou Stray Dogs is I can't wait to see Season 2. I'm on episode 12 right now. Season 2. That's why they greenlit 2 seasons. They knew everything was going to focus and be based off of Season 2. And yeah, I know this review may be a little bit everywhere because I didn't write notes. I have like 4 I think I read last night, and I decided to review the whole series instead of the first episode. And I'm doing this all in one day, by the way. I'm reviewing a whole series, a season, in one day. I watched 4 episodes last night, so yeah. Not counting sleeping, I probably spent 5 hours or 6 hours on Bungou Stray Dogs, right around there. And yeah, doing videos and stuff. So in between time, and yeah, Bungou Stray Dogs, guys, watch it, check it out. I know this review is kind of all over the place, but definitely watch it, check it out. As always, guys, you've been Hex. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at Hex25. Peace.